Good morning, everybody. This is George, back here again. Here to talk to you about basically switching between two aircraft. Um, what are some of the issues pilots encounter during retraining of this nature, and why is extensive retraining necessary? So, most of the information I found was on mixed fleet flying, which is a situation where there'll be several different kinds of aircraft, and the pilots are cross-trained in each one of those. Uh, what you really want to look out for is negative skill transfer. So the cockpit might look similar, and everything might be, the same, but they're a different model for a reason. So it can kind of slow down the pilot looking for vital aircraft controls in a life or death situation. Just, you know, the menu is a little bit differently set up and you're trying to figure out, how to get this bird on the ground. Um, and also, I just to include that, uh, it is probably also kind of like flying or driving a car. Maybe you go from a Prius to a Land Rover or something, and just not you're used to one car and you don't really you're used to a car, and then the dimensions of it are familiar to you, so it makes it easier to park and move and drive. Where if you're suddenly driving a bigger car that you're not used to, um, just the dimensions of it being differently, you can't easily as parallel park or know or have a good feel for where your car ends, or for a pilot where your aircraft ends. Um, I'm not a pilot. I don't know, but it just seems a little bit. It just seems like it makes sense to me. So, in addition, what may some of the issues encountered after the training has been completed, and the pilot puts his training into use in the real world? So, I found in a study by Patrick Violetti in an article called Human Factors Analysis of Business Jet Approach and Landing Accidents, 14% is what he found of accidents reported indicate negative habit transfer from mixed fleet aircrafts. And a real world example of this may be Lao Air Flight QB301. When approaching Paxi Airport, the pilot should have programmed the aircraft to come down to 990 feet, and then he should have taken control and made a decision on whether or not he could fly or land visually. But the minima on the aircraft was set to 600 feet, which was much too low. So, and the weather conditions weren't favorable. So by the time the aircraft reaches minima, the pilot seems to have kind of got scared or frightened, pulled up, and hit a tree, and just it was a fiery crash. Well, not fiery, it landed in a river. But yeah, this is thought to have been because the pilot was accustomed to flying a different model, and he just set the minima by memory instead of checking the SOPs. And if he had checked the SOPs, he would have, you know, not been scared by the ground and maybe landed safely or pulled back up and tried again. So there you go. Another discussion in the bag. Everyone have a great day.